Now, just a few weeks ago, a single pilot episode of Dogmatic was launched to see what the overall response to the show will be like. And I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. But you guys just knocked it out of the park. The pilot episode done way better than I ever imagined possible, and the response from everyone was just absolutely amazing. Like, the show was literally flooded with positive comments from everyone. In fact, the pilot episode now has over 630 views, and the channel's subscribers went from just 19, which was mostly just close family and friends, to over 1,270. That is just insane, guys. And all this was done with no big name referrals, no brand sponsorships, and no advertising campaign. It was all achieved by a few kind people and just word of mouth. I even got messages on a daily basis asking when the next episode of Dogmatic is going to be released. Well, here it is, and I'm pleased to say that Dogmatic has been officially greenlit as an entertainment series, which means you can expect a brand new episode of the show every single week from here on out. And on that note, I've just got one more thing to say. Roll them credits. Now, over the last few weeks, I've literally received hundreds of emails all asking the exact same question. Carlos, what is the fastest way to take your hat off? Now, most people think it's by lifting it off with your hands, but no. That's the rookie way. I happen to know where you can do it in less than a second, and all you need is the tyre from a lorry and an air pump. Jesus Christ, did you see that? That was terrible. Play it again. Now, as painful as that looks, you have to admit that hat was off his head within a second, just like I promised. The funniest thing for me about this clip is, the poor guy's just nearly been killed and his friend just turns around to walk away and leave him. But don't worry, the tyre gets him too. Yeah, that's what you get for leaving a man behind. Now sadly, very sadly, this clip has no audio, but it must have been one hell of a noise because even the guy outside reacts when the tyre explodes. Now I want you to think what it's like being the guy outside. Imagine what he's thinking. So he hears some sort of explosion, right? So he stands up to investigate and just sees his friend get smashed in the back by a rogue tyre and a hat come flying out of the garage. And then surprise, surprise, this guy doesn't even help either. He just stands there and watches. Oh, that looks bad. Even the cat runs off too. Yeah, the cat's like, F this. You know, in a strange way, that tyre is like the ultimate assassin. I mean, it takes out his victim, neutralizes the witness, and even hides the body. I mean, it did leave the hat behind, and I suppose that could be used as evidence, but it's a tyre, guys, come on, be realistic. I ain't finished with you yet, boy. Now, in case you're wondering what actually caused the tyre to explode like that, it's pretty simple. Basically, more air was pumped into the tyre than it was designed to hold. Then when the guy was moving the tyre, the pressure from it being in contact with the floor displaces the air in such a way that it literally caused the tyre to explode. Now, apparently, when inflating any vehicle tyre, the tyre should be secured in a cage as a safety precaution to stop this very thing from happening. Just like this. You know, I never thought there was so much force behind a tyre explosion. But you know who does know how much force there is behind a tyre explosion? This guy. Alright, here's the situation. Every 5 years, there's these little things called the European Parliament elections where candidates are elected to become, you guessed it, members of parliament. And sometimes the more promising candidates are asked to do interviews for TV and media outlets, Pornhub. And this is a good thing because it gives them a chance to impress the voters with their outlook on important political matters. And Pornhub. In this particular scenario, the candidates have 4 minutes to answer a series of random questions live on television. For this one candidate though, the pressure of being watched by millions of people on television and having to answer questions at random is just a little too much.
€0,5.
Kyllä.
Ja kansanäänestyksen lisää.
Mikäli maakuntiasukkaat niin haluavat.
Oh, did you see that? Just straight up swallowed it. What a hero. And then he just carries on answering the question as if nothing's happened.
Mikäli maakuntiasukkaat niin haluavat.
Did you guys hear that lip fart though? Now, the heartbreaking thing about this clip for me is if you look at the countdown timer in the background, there was only 5 seconds left until the interview ended.
Kyllä.
Ja kansanäänestyksen lisää.
Mikäli maakuntiasukkaat niin haluavat.
But I have to say, the thing what makes it for me is the music in the background. I mean, if you listen to the music in the background, it's as if it's been specifically chosen to celebrate the fact that he didn't just cover the entire studio in vomit.
Kyllä.
Ja kansanäänestyksen lisää.
Mikäli maakuntiasukkaat niin haluavat.
The music just makes the whole situation look so much more epic. I mean, what a way to end an interview.
Lisää.
Now, to be fair, you have to give this guy some credit. I imagine it's hard enough holding the vomit in your mouth, but to swallow it back down and then answer the question, that takes some serious commitment. On this basis alone, that candidate will get my vote. You know, that kind of thing will go down really well on a first date, wouldn't it? Hey babe, watch this. You will be in that bedroom and laid before you could vomit in her face. Now, if any of you take the time to watch the entire 4-minute interview, you might notice that the guy almost vomits the first time at the 25-second mark.
Tarkoittaa, olisiko Suomi niinku provinssi vai?
And then the shakiness of his voice around the 15-second mark sounds like he's gonna go.
Aluehallintokeskus.
And then finally, as we get to the 5-second mark, last night's dinner just has to come up.
Lisää.
Mikäli maakuntiasukkaat niin haluavat.
Breakfast was almost served. Now, just a side note here, guys, you know, the first time I saw this clip, I swear I thought that guy was Stephen Hawking's. I mean, look at it side by side. You gotta admit, the resemblance is uncanny. Would the real Stephen Hawking please... never mind. So it turns out this clip was uploaded to the YLE Arena website way back in 2011. Then in 2014, someone uploaded it to Reddit in the form of a GIF. And then finally, a few weeks later, it was uploaded to YouTube, where it has around 250,000 views to date. And just in case you want to know, the guy's name is Timo Hellman. And if you guys want to see more of him, he does have Twitter. Head on over there and give him a follow. Tell him Dogmatic sent you. Alright, now the final clip today takes place at what looks like some sort of log cabin retreat in the woods, and all the family are gathered around to watch a cannon about to be fired. But before you get carried away and imagine one of those cannons you see on the side of a castle or a pirate ship, it's not one of them. This one's just a little one.
Wait, are we rolling?
Yes.
Oh, we're rolling.
Yeah, it's kind of small, isn't it? You know, that's the same thing every girlfriend I've ever had said to me. Anyway, let's look at the clip.
Wait, are we rolling?
Yes.
Oh, we're rolling.
Fingers in their ears.
Ready? Oh!
Did you see that thing? It straight up blew a hole in the floor. You know, for some reason, when you look at the size of that thing, you wouldn't think it was capable of doing that much damage. But damn, has that thing got some firepower. And did you see what the cameraman asked the guy afterwards?
Did you have any experience doing this?
So check it out, this guy has no experience with firing a cannon before, and all of a sudden he finds himself in the situation of firing a cannon in front of a group of people. Isn't that kind of dangerous? Alright, son. Have you ever fired one of these things before? No, sir, I just normally clean the septic tank. He had one job, just one, fire the cannon. That was it. And somehow he manages to fire the f***ing thing into the floor.
Oh!
Now, in the guy's defense, he isn't actually a bad shot. If you look at the beginning of the clip, the cannon is actually facing in the right direction. What the guy mustn't realize is that cannons are not in a fixed position. They are able to tilt, which is exactly what happens when he pulls the detonation cord upwards rather than backwards. At the end of the day, no one was hurt, and it managed to make everyone laugh and smile. We got a really good video out of it, and there was no harm done, except to the wood floor. And that is the end of today's episode, guys. Original links are down in the description as always. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to leave a like, and be sure to smash that subscribe button to catch brand new episodes of Dogmatic the second they go live. Thank you for all the support on the pilot episode, it means more than you realize, and thanks for watching today's episode. I will see you next week.